Magandang araw sa lahat. The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, through the different Eagles Club, Limbas Eagles Club in Antipolo City is back to render service in the field of law. We will be discussing a distinction between an absolute divorce law and a petition for declaration of nullity of marriage under Article 36 of the Family Code. Every time that a lawmaker would file a bill on absolute divorce law, religious or ranking religious leaders would always register their opposition because as to them they're against separation between spouses and of course the children, which is understandable. But you will note that we have already a law on declaration of nullity of marriage under Article 36 of the Family Code, which has the same legal effect or factual effect. You notice that the separation between the spouses and the separation, of course, includes the children. Obviously, it will prejudice, adversely affect the children and of course the spouses. So, why question if ever there is a bill filed for absolute divorce law? Now, what is the distinction in general between a petition for declaration of nullity of marriage under Article 36 of the Family Code and that of absolute divorce law? Well, in absolute divorce law, kahit na wala pang batas, Congress will enumerate the grounds for absolute divorce law. So there must be a ground. And those grounds shall be proven by the petitioner before the petition for divorce, issuance of a divorce decree, will be approved by the court, specifically by the family court. So, for instance, one of the grounds provided by law is that of an attempt of one spouse against the life of the other. The petitioner should prove that fact or any other grounds enumerated by law. The consequence, if ever the petition is granted, the spouses will now be separated, including the children, and of course the marriage bond will be severed, and they can marry again another individual. But how about the present law? Kasi wala pa naman itong absolute divorce law that laging kinokontra ng mga religious leaders. Pero meron na talagang Article 36 on petition for declaration of nullity of the marriage. Dito sa Article 36 ng Family Code, if ever the petition will be granted, it has the same effect. The spouses will be separated from each other and unfortunately including the children. But what is the ground for the absolute declaration of marriage? Well, the ground under Article 36 of the Family Code is that of psychological incapacity of one of the spouses or both spouses. But what is psychological incapacity under the law? The Family Code did not define psychological incapacity. So the petitioner can present all evidence available against the respondent spouse. Walang definition. Presenta lahat ng ebidensya to show that the other spouse is psychologically incapacitated. So if it is granted, then they will be separated from each other. The children likewise will be separated either from the father or the wife. Usually, the children will be separated from whom? From the respondent's spouse. Kung ang may kasalanan, di umano, ay psychologically incapacitated yung wife, she will lose custody over her children. So, mapunta ngayon sa husband. So, hiwalay pa rin ang mangyayari. And of course, the marriage bond will be severed. And what is that? He can marry again another individual. So, pareho lang ang epekto in general. Yung article, the present law on petition or declaration of nullity of marriage under Article 36 of the Family Code, and kung sakaling merong divorce law, parehong epekto. The spouses will be separated, the children will also be separated from their parents. So ano bang ikinatakot ng several religious group once a congressman will file a petition for the adoption of an absolute divorce law? Anong ikinatakot? Yung pagkahiwalay. Talagang meron na tayong batas tungkol doon sa ngayon. Talagang magkakahiwalay. Well, I'm not saying that correct yung absolute divorce law, but what is important is that spouses will be separated if the petition for declaration of absolute nullity of marriage will be rendered in favor of the petitioner, and the children will also be separated. The same is true in an absolute divorce law. Well, this is another public service of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, the Limbas Law Corner. The Limbas Eagles Club, there are so many Limbas Eagles Club in Antipolo City, province of Rizal. Of course, there are so many clubs of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, all over the country. If you want to render service, sa maraming paraan, sa batas, medical, and other, then you can join any of the Eagles Club all over the country. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik sa Fraternal Order of Eagles Limbas Law Corner YouTube channel. Maraming salamat.